Alrighty, so that was my Seiko 6139 automatic chronograph. By the way, what's going on, everybody? I'm Jory Goodman, the Time Teller. So I understand you either love them or you hate them. Chronographs, what is the deal? What's the deal, guys? What's the deal with chronographs? That's my Seinfeld impression, if you couldn't tell. Guys, I get it, okay, I get it. The chronograph complication is not a must-have complication by any means. It's not like you gotta go around timing things 24/7 as if your life depends on it, but I will tell you, when you wear a chronograph, you will find yourself timing things, and you know, it's just a fun little complication, a fun little doodad to have on your wrist that you can play with, and it helps pass the time, no pun intended. So okay, chronographs, you either love them or you hate them, doesn't matter. The fact is, if you want one that's not a quartz, you're usually gonna be paying a pretty penny. However, I found 5 really cool automatic chronographs that you can get for under $1,000. It's 2:48 p.m. Let's get down to business. All right, guys, so first up is the Tissot Heritage 1948 chronograph. Now, guys, I love vintage chronographs. I'm wearing one right now. The only issue with most of them is that they're kind of fragile, right? You don't want to wear one every day, and they're usually pretty expensive. So it's very nice to find one of these Tissots that's kind of like a blast from the past, but you can keep the vintage charm. You can wear one every day. You don't have to baby it. And again, it's under $1,000. So just some quick specs here. It's 40 millimeters. So again, right in that sweet spot, fits a multitude of people. Of course, it's powered by an ETA movement. This is a Swatch Group watch. It's got a 28492 automatic movement to be exact. You're getting a sapphire crystal, you're getting a display case back, but I love these little details on this watch, like the old school font on the dial, the hyper stylized fancy lugs, just a really beautiful Swiss-made automatic chronograph for under $1,000. Which brings us to the Bulova Tomorrow AccuSwiss chronograph. I don't know if it's Tolaro or Tiaro, but I'm sure someone will correct me in the comment section. I really like this watch because it almost has a cushion case. I love cushion case watches because, again, almost kind of vintage there. Of course, this watch is a bit more modern and sporty. 42 millimeters, so not huge, but a bit bigger than that Tissot we just looked at. Swiss made, you got a sapphire crystal automatic, of course, and you're getting a day date complication, so there's some definite function there. Now, guys, I know when we're looking at Bulova and Bulova chronographs, the lunar pilot really gets all the attention, but maybe it's time to look at something different. All right, so let's say you want a dive watch, but it's also got to be a chronograph. It's got to be Swiss made, and it's got to be automatic, but also you got to get all of those things for under $1,000. Boom, Hamilton Khaki Navy Sub chronograph, just a really unique watch. This Hamilton Khaki Navy Sub has a ton of functionality here. Of course, it's an automatic chronograph. It's Swiss made. It's got a 300-meter water resistance rating, a sapphire crystal, but by far the coolest feature on this watch is the fact that not a lot of people have them, and you can pick them up for well under $1,000. All right, guys, so next up is the Alpena Alpine automatic chronograph. I know, Alpena Alpine automatic chronograph. Alpena Alpine automatic chronograph. All jokes aside, I think this company is severely underrated. It's owned by Frederic Constant, but this is a perfect example of a watch that you need to be paying attention to. Swiss made, chronograph, automatic, let's see, super simple, very clean, very well executed, just a really nice, simple chronograph. 41.5 millimeters, so again, right within that sweet spot, not huge by any means. It's got a sapphire crystal, a date complication, and I believe this watch actually has a threaded crown, so that's pretty cool. But again, one of my favorite features of this watch is just the tidiness of it. Not a whole lot going on, just really nice to look at, and it's probably my favorite watch on the list. All right, which brings us to the final chronograph on the list, the Mito Multifor automatic chronograph. Now, guys, Mito is another Swatch Group brand that I don't think really gets the attention they deserve. Now, this Multifor chronograph is kind of a modern take on a racing chronograph, definitely sporty and sleek. It's very legible, very easy to read, and it should be because it's 44 millimeters, so I think this is the largest watch on the list. You're getting a sapphire crystal, you're getting a 100-meter water resistance rating, and of course, this watch is powered by an ETA automatic movement. It is a Swatch Group watch, so you can count on it having an ETA. So again, guys, a Swiss-made automatic chronograph that you can get for under $1,000. This Mito Multifor is another watch from another company that I think deserves much more attention. All right, guys, there you have it. 5 awesome automatic chronographs that you can get for under $1,000. You know, ever since I made an episode just gushing about this automatic chronograph, I've gotten a ton of requests to recommend some that won't break the bank. So if any of these watches on the list today piqued your interest and you want to learn more, go ahead, click the links in the description below. I'll leave them all there so you can click those links, learn more, and pick them up if you so choose. And if you're new here, if this is your first time joining us here at the Time Teller channel, I want to say thank you so much for stopping by. Why don't you go ahead, click that subscribe button. It takes 1 second and it helps me out a ton. And while you're at it, you can go ahead and click that bell icon so you do not miss an episode of the Time Teller. There's just so much more awesome content on the way and you don't want to miss it. I'm telling you guys, please like, comment, and subscribe. Share this with other watch enthusiasts, other people you think would enjoy this. I'm Jory Goodman, the Time Teller, and always remember, I didn't invent time, I just tell it.